You said get some people. Oh, yeah, motherfucker. I gotta make sure I'm not blocked.
Yeah, cancel culture is the newest thing that's been happening in the last couple years. How the best way to explain it is anytime a person goes, is opposition to an agenda or a narrative, the ones that are pushing that agenda and narrative, they like to cancel that person. So therefore, they would like to fabricate hit pieces, like we'll say this person is a bigot or racist or whatever because the opposition thing has been happening in the last couple years.
Oh,
because the opposition they see you as, you challenged them on their narrative and agenda and exposed it. So they use cancel culture to get, or try to get, an attempt to get, more people against you.
Oh, okay. Oh, give me a second. What the fuck is going on with Facebook? I need to take off my news ticker. I think it might be freezing up. Let me see. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm just trying to get.
Oh, you're good.
Trying to get.
Or try to get.
Trying to get some people on that.
So that is the newest psychological psyops hit piece that they're using the last couple of years is called cancel culture. Now, like I was saying, cancel culture, I can make an example. You hear about, let's say, this has, nothing to do with corruption or not like that, but just to make an example, you hear about the as-is beef with Eminem, right? Or Benzino beef with Eminem, people like that, right?
Who was it? Benzino?
Yeah. Where they're angry or jealous of Eminem, of his success, they are speaking in cancel culture terms to try to make him look like he's not about, hip hop, because he did have that tape back in the early 90s before he went mainstream that he did say that about a black chick, called her the B word.
The bitch? What'd you say, bitch?
They called her a bitch because he was angry at the time, and I guess he liked her, things that go, well. So he put that in an old freestyle, and it's recirculating on the net the last, decade or so since the internet's been around, and they're trying to cancel Eminem based on that. So that's what cancel culture is. They, your haters out there finding, every little, critique every little mistake, or, how can I say it? Imperfection of a person, critique that and blow it up more than what it really is, and use it as a hit piece to cancel, who you are, what you stand for, your values, what you represent.
Yeah.
And that goes with politics too. They do the same thing. People that are supporters on this side of the spectrum or that side of the spectrum, they always have these propagandized hit pieces to attack and troll people on social media, and they like to use reverse psychology to flip stuff around when you expose something on somebody, like taking
it's a conspiracy. Sons of bitches.
When you take a light and shine on cockroaches, they scatter. Well, when you don't have that light on them, that's when they regather and plan to do their invasion again. Well, same scenario with cancel culture. They regroup after the light is took off of them for a moment of time, and then they go in for the attack.
Oh, did you hear my yeah, cancel. Yeah. Oh man, did you hear my new shit, bro? I just released that shit today. About it's more of a demo. It's like a mini demo. Living Psycho.
Haven't heard it yet. I can't wait.
You
to get
fucker! What do you mean you
up.
haven't heard my shit, man? Come on now, Mike.
I
think you want beef, bro.
Yeah.
I think you want beef is what you want, punk. What? No. Don't even know you
want beef. Go check in your freezer.
You want beef? You better go check in my pants, fool. Okay, you want to listen to it real quick? Can you hear it even?
Yeah, go ahead and play it. I can probably hear it over here.
Oh, it's all right, dude. It's called Living Psycho. I just released it today. You hear it all right? It's all right.
Not the only man.
What?
He's not the only man, man. I'll be doing it just as well.
Okay, but I got, you can't play that too much. People are like, I got a buzz like a bitch, boy.
So back to the cancel culture, where I was getting with this, my direct battle point about it.
Yeah.
A lot of these politicians and these haters in the entertainment industry, big time bigwigs, even people that are learning about it, regular people that are haters on social media, they paint somebody else as a villain when they're guilty of corruption or some dirt themselves.
Is that like jealousy. Deflection? Is that like deflection or reflection or?
It's a deflective mechanism. When you say something that's truth and it hurts somebody to the core, or they're jealous of you because you have so much success and they're unhappy with their life, they use bigwigs, deflective mechanism called cancel culture to paint you as a villain and hurt more people to turn against you.
Yeah.
So that's what we see nowadays with the trolling on social media. If you have a certain belief or expose something that people can accept it as being fact, it angers them or hurts their feelings. That's the only deflective defensive mechanism they know to do, because they don't got nothing else. They know it's true, and it's like a sword straight to the heart to them, or a stake to a vampire's heart. That's their last battling war cry, is to come off with this cancel culture persona and paint their opposition, which is opposition that talks about truth or or they're jealous of, whatever the case may be. And with that doing what, 9 times out of 10, depending on how you look at it, who it is or whatever, some people will turn against, some people will side with them and turn against, you or whoever they want to turn against, and they'll start building momentum. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we see a lot with, a lot of truth-based groups that just want to do, truth-based factual stuff. A lot of these cancel culturalists, that's what I call them, cancel culturalists, they want to, try to delete you, do a character assassination, propagandize their propaganda to fit their narrative. That way they can feel good about themselves after, you done put this or that out about them for the public to view and see. So they have to, in their own mind, create something out of nothing. And, it's like taking a wet noodle, throwing it at a ceiling, and see if you can get something to stick. So that's what you're trying to do with the cancel culture idea. And that's why you see a lot of these trolls and, from time to time in our group fight you tooth and nail, and you could be right on the money. I mean, take the hammer and hit the nail in the casket, and still niggas want to, keep clawing and digging, fighting to the death to try to find that one wet noodle they can throw up at the ceiling and get the stick.
Wet noodle. You got a wet noodle. I know it, motherfucker. Got a wet noodle, motherfucker. Okay, hold on. Let me check the volume.
Keep clawing and digging, fighting to the death.
Checking audio.
To try to find that one wet noodle they can throw up at the ceiling and get the stick.
Wet noodle. You got a wet noodle. I know it, motherfucker. Got a wet noodle, motherfucker. Okay.
Hold on. Let me check the volume.
Okay, man. So let's see what to do. The newest update I have right now, I'm doing let's see. Me and Marianne Petrie's doing another.
Go ahead.
We're to be a Marianne Petrie slam together that I produce and direct her podcast, edit, whatever you want to say. We're going to do another podcast. I don't know what it's about, but she is starting to gain a lot of ground. She's getting a lot of people wanting to get interviewed and shit. I'm like, awesome. So she's making some leeway.
Oh, I was going to tell you, cross your fingers that this works for me. I'm not going to get the information out until I can make something happen with it.
Word.
But I will say this.
Word.
I'm trying to get into filmmaking. Well, acting.
What, gay porn?
No, that's your area, fool.
Hey, I never said about that. I never said anything about getting into fucking film.
You talk about it all the time. That's one thing you always bring up. Gay this, gay that. It's like, you're the one gay talking about it all the time. What are you talking about?
Where's that evidence? I don't see that shit.
But you're the one saying it, though. I'm not the one talking about it.
You just said you're getting into gay film, bro.
I didn't say nothing about that.
Yeah. About tossing salad, bro. What the fuck, bro? What?
This independent film company. I did an interview yesterday, but I have to get like a couple $100 up to fill out the registration. And then, that covers me, contacting these different agents that's closest, on the East Coast.
Why would you have
And they're looking for certain people with certain height, weight, appearances, stuff like that fit in independent film movies. Where the COVID thing's going on, they're doing everything online. They're always looking for people.
Motherfucker, you gotta do a fucking movie on AIDS, you skinny fucker.
Film, hopefully. No adult film. No shit like that, man.
You gotta do a film on AIDS, motherfucker, you skinny son of a bitch. No, that's mean. I'm just kidding.
You gotta do the film on Smurfs Part 3, you short fucker. How about that?
Listen here, you salad tossing fuck.
I got a backup mic right here, fool.
Shit, that ain't nothing, boy.
Crack.
You ain't gonna crack nothing except your crack pipe, fool.
Crack.
Anyway, so I'm just messing with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I always thought about when I was younger. I mean, I watched a lot of
gay porn.
Different action movies, comedies, stuff like that. And I thought about, doing something like that.
Yeah, here's your action movies. But your action movies, you queer.
See, you're the one that talk, saying gay this, gay that. And it makes me wonder about you, man.
You're going,
What you been doing behind Kelly's back? Wait till Kelly finds out. Uh-huh. You have the premeditated thoughts being gay. It's like you speak about, hormones.
That's not me, bro.
Hormones gay all the time. See, you're even doing the gestures, man. How do you know how to do this?
Because you were in Bareback Mountain too, motherfucker.
See, you know all about these.
Yeah, because I watched that movie. You're in Bareback Mountain too, motherfucker. Bareback Mountain, you homo. You're in that movie.
You need to lay off the pipe, man.
Boy, you were tossing salad like a chef. You nasty boy. I'm kidding. Okay, I've been drinking a little bit. You're gonna kill me.
You've been drinking too much.
No,
You've been
man.
drinking on a cocktail. How about that for a gay joke?
Yeah, you've been blowing bagpipes, punk.
You're going cockamamie talking about this gay stuff.
Anyway, Anyway, let's get off the gay shit, man.
Yeah. For real.
Let's go skiing together. Okay. Anyway, let's get serious.
Yes. That's what I say.
What? I didn't see what you did, punk.
I said, see, that's what I say, fool.
You know, we're brothers, man. We're kidding around, man.
No, but I'm just saying.
I got no thanks. I use toilet paper. Oh my God. What did I drink today? I mean, that's how to do with my depression, man. I'm not even a drinker, dude. That's the thing about it is that they did with my Adderall.
I haven't drank in a good while.
What, a week,
I haven't drank in a good while.
Your good while's a week. What do you drink? What's a good thing to drink to get a quick buzz? Because I don't like drinking.
What I usually get is Wild Turkey American Honey if I can afford it.
And what was the first one?
Wild Turkey American Honey.
A lot of people like that Grey Goose.
Yeah, Grey Goose, that's good stuff. That's like $30, $40 a bottle.
How about, can you get some Mad Dog 2020? That shit will fuck you up fast, bro.
I'll tell you something I get for like $2 or something, a big tall can of it. It's the much harder lemonade. You drink 2 or 3 of those, you're buzzed pretty good.
Shit, I'm a cheap buzz. I drank like 1 can of that Smirnoff Smash. Dude.
And those club tails are good too. They're like $1 something.
What is it? I don't drink. I can't
Club tail. It's like a mixture of fruit and alcoholic beverage.
I just do that shit because of my depression, man.
It makes you feel relaxed. I know that one time I went ghost hunting. I had like 6 or 7 of them, man. I was feeling pretty good, but stuff was messing with me over there at that haunted cemetery, for real.
You were drinking? You said shit was messing with you? What did you say?
Yeah,
I think you made up that shit where you said that some ghost was trying to play with your dick or something.
Yeah, man, it was.
Probably some.
It's like that. It's like that ghost off of Ghostbusters when what's his name? They call him Ray. Is Dan Aykroyd who played Ray? That ghost is trying to do the same shit that ghost did to Ray. I was sitting there chilling and stuff, and that ghost come up on me. I'm like, what the? You know what I mean? I was working out.
No, we went with paranormal hunting. We just going off subject here. Draco Paranormal, and they had that ghost box. Motherfucking ghost said my name, dude. I'm like, what? Oh my God, I was flipping like that dandruff, dude. Look at it, it's snowing. It's snowing. So I gotta get my dome cut, bro. I gotta get my dome piece. I want to shave it all off and then start wearing wigs.
Get you an afro, dude.
Aphrodisiac.
Afro.
Shit, man. My shit's all clumpy.
Aphrodisiac.
My shit's all clumpy.
There you go.
My shit's all clumpy. I got another
Shit,
one.
it looks like a freaking mop top bastard. Looks like a dirty, wrung out mop head.
I'm a tweaker. That's where you know what a tweaker is. And they're the ones that are at like Walmart having the carts upside down.
You know what you look like without your hat on? You look like one of those nugget characters off the McDonald's commercial. Your hair all feathered out like that.
No, do I really?
Yeah, you look like Marv off of Halloween that got electrocuted with his hair all pooped up like that. That's more like Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Stinky Fingers.
Yeah, something, dude.
That's where listen, that's how you know what a tweaker is. A tweaker is where you see these motherfuckers with the at Walmart carts flipped upside down trying to fix the wheels. Those are tweakers.
Anyhow, shit. And that's what cancel culture, like I was saying, is all about. I can make plenty of references, like what's happening to all the Trump supporters, you know. Just because a bunch of people went to the Capitol and some that infiltrated the groups got into the Capitol building, they're blaming it on all those people because they were, you know, conservative supporters that believed, you know, in the Constitution and stuff like that. Well, the politicians are using that as cancel culture to have an excuse to take away, you know, people's right to speech and, you know, freedom of easement to walk, you know, from point A to point B wherever they want to without being harassed or whatever. They have that excuse using cancel culture. They create a situation out of nothing so they can have an excuse to restrict and to the point of terminating, taking away the right, you know. So that's another term of cancel culture there. Just like when you go to the Capitol and you want to exercise your free speech, and yeah, you might have some anger behind, you know, your voice when you're, you know, protesting. Well, like you said, those hired enforcers, you know, at the Capitol, they will pop you right there on the spot. So, you know, that's another.
So now we know. So yeah. So now what I say now, Connie Reguli, with P4P and all these other fake groups, said that she was the one that led that group into the Capitol. So now what's up, Derek? What's his name? Derek, whatever, you mother piece of crap. I told you, I don't think that guy was ever there, bro. I don't think he was there. I truly don't believe. Like I said, they would arrest it because they'd get you for trespassing. They'd popped you right there on the spot. It's fake, dude. I mean, I watched another video from What's-His-Face at different angles. It looked fake as cucumber lettuce, bro. It just looked set up, fake, phony. It just looked fake. Period, it looked. Again, if you would be bum rushing into the U.S. Capitol like that, dude, you would have been shot. There's no questions asked. They would have been shot. Oh, come on in. You got a free pass. Bullshit.
They allowed certain amount of people in there because, like I was saying,
where was the guards?
There was
no guards
inside those groups.
There was no guards.
There was plants inside those groups that was allowed in.
There was there was like, what, 2 security guards in that whole place? Come on, bro.
The QAnon people that charged in the Capitol. All right, they are hired agents of the Alphabet Agency.
So Connie Reguli just admitted that she's a QAnon. Dumb bitch. She is an idiot. See, that's the thing about it is she's the attorney from Tennessee. she wouldn't have her license. The shit that she's doing on Facebook, this different stuff, she wouldn't have her license. So that means that she's part of this whatever, trying to make out like she's doing all this shit for family. And there's so many different complaints against her as well.
What she's doing, I'll tell you exactly, to quote what she is doing. She is performing a PR stunt for publicity.
Just like that Derek Evans?
Yeah. That way it puts them in the spotlight. They, tell a good bullshit story, put you in the spotlight, shine the spotlight on you, and hopefully when you shine that spotlight on you with this PR stunt that you're pulling the strings on, then you get other followers. You get them hook, line, and sinker.
Just like that John Bryan. Just like John Bryan. He's the best example. He's a piece of shit liar. Civil rights attorney out of West Virginia. He's a piece of shit liar about filing lawsuits against Jim Justice. No, he didn't.
I was calling PR stunt artists. I mean, that's the best way to explain, people that way. They say, and they put on the act, the illusion that they're going to do this or that, or say it, make it sound good, or put on the act to make it look good, but don't really follow through with it. Is what that's what a PR stunt is. So in order to do that, as long as you can pull it off, you can manipulate the narrative with your PR stunt. Then you could get more views, likes, followers. That's how it goes with, those that want to be in the spotlight.
Doesn't fool me, though.
So, yeah,
don't fucking fool me. Never did.
That's another good thing. That's another good thing to bring up the PR stunt, artist. PR stunt artist is they want to over-exaggerate, a story. It might have maybe sometimes a minute, small figment of truth. I mean, that small.
He's a piece of shit.
They want to blow it up.
Yeah.
They want to blow it up like the size of the Big Bang Theory. That's how big they want to blow it up. As much momentum they can gain on to, blowing up this PR stunt that they pull off to make it bigger than what, it really is. So, yeah, it's just an act. Politics, it's an act. Hollywood, acting, WWE act. Mainstream media act, these advocacy groups have a problem saying that.
Scripted, fake.
They put on an act too, and it's already been proven, by various other groups out there. Well, no, I wouldn't say per se groups, but independent researchers and, investigators have been proving a lot of these fraudulent type groups, that do fraudulent type behaviors. They done pointed that out with the evidence. And you can pull it up on YouTube, type in the name. They can show you, they even got, some of these groups were the spokesperson of the group on video recording and getting them to admit their own BS that they're pulling. So I mean, what else more does somebody need than that? At the end of the day, it's all about publicity, PR stunts.
There's nobody helping anybody.
Cancel culture. Create a straw man, attack the straw man, make him the villain. You be the, hero of the day. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They pay everybody else
like a pawn.
A straw man.
Like a pawn.
Yeah. So everybody else, in their eyes, the PR stunt actors and the propagandists, the cancel culturalists, they paint everybody else in their eyes as a straw man character to do a character assassination of, the people that are really trying to make a difference. They're not asking for money or donations. They're not asking for spotlight like me and you. We're not asking for none of that. They paint them in a negative light to deflect the negative attention away from them, because they don't want people looking into them, is what it is. So they deflect the attention to this cancel culture bullcrap.
Yeah.
And then people want to look at us and say, right there's the villains because they said these guys are the villains. Then all we got to do is, put the ball back in their court and say, hey, it's just smoke and mirrors. It's a distraction. Don't believe our words.
We posted the
Do your own research. We're telling you, we're exposing you, exposing, telling you what you're doing with this deflection mechanism, PR stunt, and cultural cancel culture to deflect and divert the attention away from them. That's the way you got to do it.
Come on, Willie.
And you don't want to repetitively keep bringing their names up, but then you will make them more famous and more people want to join. So right. I'm not recommending that, but at the same time, when they're out there, saying all this bad stuff about us, I mean, look at the work we're trying to do. And if you want to look for yourself, go look in, to what we're talking about yourself. I'm not saying anything otherwise. And then once you get into such a group like that, then you'll start to realize over time, it's all pay to play scheme. It's all nothing but a PR stunt. And the agenda isn't what, what they're trying to perceive to the public, what they're telling the public. There's a hidden agenda. There's always strings attached to, a lot of different groups like this. If they have an agenda, they're going to paint everybody else as a villain and holler bad guy and cry wolf. Well, really, they're the
villain for life, bro.
And sheep's clothing. Huh?
I'm a villain for life. I'm a good villain. I'm not a villain. I don't even know what I'm saying. Wait till I get done with I got too much knowledge for these honkies, boy. So I'm going to start, I got little plans. I'm going to become.
You're a villain in regards to cancel culture terms. That's how we're villains. In the eyes of the cancel culturalists, we're the villains.
Well, they can come and call us whatever because we got the evidence posted on our fucking page, bro.
But in the eyes of the truth seekers and the truthers, we are the champions, the challenge, the narrative, and the villains that are, doing this cancel culture mumbo jumbo bullcrap.
Ain't no group can touch us. Boy, we post evidence. We're the first group to post evidence that Trump, the petitions that Trump lied about filing lawsuits. He's a liar, bro. They were not filed. We got those court records. We posted them. John Bryant, the civil rights attorney, supposedly filed lawsuits against Governor Jim Justice. We got those court records proven. That was a lie, that they were not filed. We post evidence every single time. So nobody can really say that we're sitting here making up stuff or, you know what I mean? I guess I'm just tired right now. I can't think. I got a headache. Everything we talk about, we post that evidence. It's not, if there's no evidence to support it, it's not a fact. And we got, like I said, we got these other groups that it's a fact. You got no evidence, it's hearsay. There's no evidence, it's hearsay, you morons. In a court of law.
Let's always think of this.
Trump, pedo kissing on kids. Are you serious? What about Biden? Did we not expose Biden and his shit? We just exposed Trump and him being over on Pedo Island. Are you kidding me? I'm not sitting here talking bad about Trump. I'm telling facts about Trump. We're telling facts about Trump. You want to go over there to Jeff Epstein's Island, or whatever his name was, and play with little kids. It's booty holes. You don't go over there for any other reason. There is a flight manifests, the flight logs. Trump, your nasty ass, was over there, and it doesn't matter if it was 20 years ago. You know what the statute of limitation, file a lawsuit against somebody that rapes a child, statute of limitations is unlimited, you fucking nasty bastard. So Trump, you would still be held liable. Nasty ass. Trump was never a great president. I don't even know why I don't like no president, ever. Go ahead, bro.
And, and this goes hand in hand again. All right. If people want to argue with us and fight with us, okay. Don't take our words for it. If you want the evidence and the facts yourself, we have posted plenty of evidence and facts on the page. But other than that, if you want to go further than that, look at, the money trail, the dirty money. Follow the dirty money. That connects all the ties right there. Look at the royal family bloodline. See who's who and who's involved with who. Because most of these politicians, the majority of them, they don't matter if it's the United States, United Kingdom, whatever. They all tie back to tyrant kings, and not only tyrant kings, but secret society groups that is involved in a lot of these, sick and criminalistic behaviors. Who and who's involved with who? And then the documents. You got the documents. And then some videotapes, just like with old Sniffy Joe out there. People be like, that's fake news. He don't, it's not like that around children. Well, why is there videos out there floating around? Pictures. When he was VP, he was sniffing and kissing and groping on little children. That's not normal for an adult to do that to little kids. That is not normal.
Trump did it too.
And people thinks with that mindset, it's fake news. That's conspiracy theories. They're sick in the head themselves, so they can't even turn on the video to see right in front of their eyes.
Trump did it too.
It's right there in front of your face.
Trump did it too. Well, people don't understand that. Trump's a nasty old dude too, boy.
Just like, it could be Bill Clinton, or G.W. Bush. They all had ties into something. A lot of people are just, they're lazy. They don't want to research what it is. And when somebody like me and you, research, everything with a fine-tooth comb and pick it out, analyze it, the best we can, then refine it, and then present it, on the podcast or on a page, they still are still too lazy. They see the title, that's it. They don't even click in the video. I caught a couple people, that was trolling. They admit they only looked at the title and not watched the video. And they didn't even watch the video. They didn't know what they was talking about. They was talking out of their ass. They was talking out of feelings, man. Feelings of, they disagreed with just the title they read without watching the video. So, that right there, somebody like that, call me a conspiracy theorist, and putting the evidence and stuff out there, that's cancel culture.
Whatever.
But, me think here. I was going to think of something else good. Oh, yeah. These same people, this is how brainwashed and zombie-like they are.
Zombified.
They only listen to and believe what that TV box, the mainstream media, tells them.
Yeah, that's because they say that's what people believe. They take it for face value every single time. Cop, black man raped a Chinese guy. Oh, that happened. We believe that. That's what happens. They take it for everything for face value. I don't, like I said, I don't believe anything in the media. I want to see evidence first.
And if people want to research this too, this is a proven fact. Do y'all want to know who owns the media?
Me.
Corporation.
Yeah.
Corporation. The mainstream media. Now, who in those families own the mainstream media? I bet you're too lazy to research it. All right, I'll give you a bone here. Unless you're too lazy to research it. The Rothschilds. That's one name. Mr. Soros is another one. They're the main two. I'm not saying the only ones, but the main two through Media Matters and all these other corporations that, funnel and connect the dots like an interweb connects to CNN, it connects to Fox News. The same people run it. You think, Fox News against CNN? It's just an act. Because they flip-flopped even on their boy Trump for Biden. Look at Chris Wallace during the presidential debate. He's Fox News, right? Conservative news, right? He was all sided with Biden. So that's what I mean. People just see it as one-dimensional paradigm we live in, where it's left versus right or Democrat versus Republican, when really it's feathers of the same bird. Because you see, both of these organizations, they flopped left to right all the time. When Bush was in office, same thing. Clinton in office, same thing. Obama, Trump, do the same thing, same players in the game. That's because they're puppets and they're controlled to say and do as they're told. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're only interested in doing the PR stunts, pleasing their masters that is pulling the strings. It has nothing to do about, telling you the truth or them, giving, two shits about, telling the truth. As long as they get paid, they can lie as well as the best lying-ass lawyer there is in the world that would lie. Just like, what's his name? Johnny Cochran? You heard of that name before?
Attorney O.J. Simpson.
Uh-huh.
Shit, that was a whole fucking psyop again right there. The O.J. Simpson trial. What? Yeah, dude. The fuck? Supposedly.
PSYOPs, that's another good rabbit hole to go down to. Everything that we're seeing play out in front of us from this pandemic and what the news media spews 24 hours, 24/7, 7 days a week, all the time, is repetitive, psyops. If you do something long enough, just like school, you think about, you get taught something long enough, then you get programmed, preconditioned and programmed to follow that in lockstep. So that's what we're seeing playing out. You got all these sheep out there. They don't really know any better because their whole life they was told, perception is everything, and the mainstream media and politics is perception to them, so they know no better to be hooked in the matrix of the mainstream media and the political arena. When really, the reality of it is outside the matrix, outside that box that everybody, the majority, the mass population in America, are inside that box, and they don't know what's outside the matrix because they're too scared or too lazy to, peep their head out of the box to see what else, is out there, or they're too scared, whatever the case may be. But yeah, we could talk about psyops, for hours. 9/11, Sandy Hook shooting, Boston bombing. Uh, let's see what else. Some of the things with NASA, the Space Force, more like the Space Force. Well, I'll tell you this about the Space Force. Why I created the Space Force, and then months later have burning laser beams coming down, from out from the sky, burning people's houses on fire, burning up, California, the state of California.
There's videos on it too.
And then the news covers it up. Oh, it's a wild forest fire. It's out of control due to the heat. Well, yeah, heat sometimes on a rare occasion if you're real hot, temperature days in and days out. If you catch the woods on fire, but not when it's getting cold like it is in the wintertime, because it cools down no matter where you're at in the United States. It cools down a little bit, right? So you're not going to have fires all year. It's only like covers it up. Or it's a few time phenomenon in a hot state. But what I could point out with the irregularities of it is it being out of season for fires is when a lot of these fires were occurring. That's what I'm pointing out. The time window and the changing of the seasons is common sense. Because most people will still believe it if they don't, put common sense together and say, okay, the fire season, the regular fire season, is over with, and now we're moving into fall and winter. There ain't no way fire's going to bust out unless somebody causes it or something, that isn't, by nature causes it. And that's what I'm trying to point out with, the fires, making an example. That's a psyops as well. Here's another thing. I've been doing research. This is a fact too. There is weather control technology. People don't believe me? Do your research. Look up Operation Popeye. Operation Popeye, I think, was designed maybe in the late 50s, early 60s, with a U.S. government military-industrial complex uses the created machine instrument to manipulate the weather. By manipulating the weather, they can change the flow pattern of the direction of a storm. How they do that, you look up the HART machine, for example, that is located in
What was the energy weapons? What was that?
A dude-directed energy weapon is a number of things. One of the most provable things with the burning lasers is there a couple of years back, I guess when Obama was in office or towards the end of his presidency, the Navy, the industrial complex, got your agencies like DARPA, right? DARPA and Boeing, they create all this high-tech, type weapons and technology. They attach this big laser to a naval ship, and this laser, gets so hot, they can shoot like a pinhole. You can point it up at a craft, so many hundreds of, feet or miles in the air, sight it in at a craft, and it hit it with a pinhole, burning it. All it have to do is burn a pinhole in it and make the craft explode and crash. So imagine, the step up, a couple steps up, the amplified version of the burning laser, what isn't on the naval ship. Think about the Space Force. Not long after the Space Force, California fires started happening, Washington State fires started happening, and this was around, the fall season, getting into winter. All this started happening. Then you think about the HAARP machine. The HAARP machine, what it does, it shoots radio frequencies in the ionosphere, if that makes any sense. When you do that, plus with the chemtrail spraying of the little nanoparticles, the aluminum particles and the barium and aluminum, it can help navigate and change the direction of a wind tunnel of a storm front, whether if it be a hurricane, a derecho, snowstorm, whatever the case may be. So that's where Operation Popeye comes into play. Not only that, but cloud seeding. Cloud seeding is when they could use a bunch of clouds to hide military craft flying in the sky to attack an enemy. So that's another type of technology they have. It's called cloud seeding. Block out the sun or make it, more dark when it's at nighttime or close to being dark. Get more cloud coverage, go in there and, attack your enemy. That's how these operations work. And the reason a lot of people were going to scream conspiracy theory, because they already been programmed, predictably programmed, preconditioned by watching a lot of these sci-fi films a decade or 2 decades before, with them showing, movies that do that. So when they hear about it and have other people talk about it, compare science fiction to actual, real stuff that's in parallel with science fiction, then they're going to scream conspiracy theorists, because they know no better and they've been programmed to think that way.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
I'm about to see if there's any vodka up there. Might get me a little swig. There might be some moonshine. That's gonna be a little rough there, buddy.
Make you fart fire, doesn't it?
This moonshine I got last year, man. It is hard stuff, man. Hard stuff. I'm gonna go ask where it's at. I'm gonna get a couple swigs of
it. Okay. Say hi, Nike.
Hey, ankle biter.
See, I don't.
You been biting ankles today?
She don't bite.
Sure.
Her breath smells horrible, bro. Her breath smells like a sack full of assholes.
We'll see where they put. Hey, you know where the moonshine is?
Might be able to find it by.
That's all I want, a little bit.
Are you just wanting something to drink, or
something that's gonna get a little, knock the edge off a little bit?
have vodka?
Well, bring it down. Why are you holding it out from me for? Bring down some wacky backy too.
I don't have any of that. You're SOL on that.
I want some wacky backy. Well, my God. Don't slam the door on me. Here's Clay's two judge.
You want the vodka? You gotta move.
I don't want the black velvet. Ugh. I hate black velvet. Yuck.
Oh,
That stuff tastes like ass, man.
black velvet.
That's like, yeah, that's like the worst of the worst, other than what do they call it? Scotch. I hate Scotch.
Is that like
I
butter?
don't like the taste of. I don't like the taste of Scotch.
Yeah. I farted. I'm trying to see which direction it went.
Sharded.
You want to step back, eat ball sack. Oh, you want to see something cool? My son, a while back, found a token underneath the bleachers. It's like a carnival token. It's worth $5 or something, like $5 or $10. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You still talk to your boy, Eddie?
Not really, no. As long as he's...
Fine. Hate to hear that, man.
That's all right. No deal. It ain't your fault. Yeah, so he found that. So it's an old carnival token he found. Isn't that fucked up? An old,
That's wild.
look, says no cash value. And on the other side it says,
Huh.
then it has an eagle on it. There's different various ones. But I don't know what year it is, though. But I can't remember what the year was, but it's like $5, $10. It's like, look what I found underneath the bleachers. I was like, what? So it wasn't something new. It had to been laying there. I mean, it was in pretty good condition. So it's not like a new coin because they don't do carnivals over there at the school anymore. They haven't done the carnivals over there at Pleasant Middle School for years. So,
What are you doing with that?
huh?
She's mixing some type of concoction up over
You want one?
here. Yeah.
You want it mixed? You want it straight? Keep in mind before you answer, it is warm.
A little bit of mixed. Do you know where my shine is, though? I'd rather have a little bit of shine. Last time I had it was on the kitchen counter. Because I made that stuff for my cold. I'm just waiting on the shine. Is it supposed to snow tomorrow? Because I was thinking about trying to set up and sell, but I don't know if it's going to snow or what.
What, outside?
Light snow? I guess I'll call Cowboy Jim tomorrow because I talked with Bertha and she said they're not going to be open because it's snowing.
Bertha?
That's her name, no, Martha. Yeah, Martha.
Bertha. These girls.
The one that runs the market.
Oh, I got some nasty woman named Bertha that gave quarter blowjobs, boy.
Bertha.
That's what happens when she's choking. That's what happens when she chokes on it. She's gonna be birthing.
That's funny. Oh, I heard. What's that joke I told you? I got some new jokes. I called you and told you. I forgot it now.
It's strong because it's in a little cup.
All right.
My kind of strong.
Look at here. The green ooze, man.
And so, has your wife shit on your dick yet?
Look at here. Look the green ooze.
Yeah. What's your wife's name again? Vera?
Vera.
Has Vera
Vera.
ever shit on your dick? That's gross, dude. Oh, baby, get up. I'm going to shit on you. Is that strong?
Strong.
So so Vera's never shit on your dick yet. I can't get in there. Never mind, I won't drop it. So I get myself in trouble with my girlfriend.
Do I have to come across there?
You ain't gonna do nothing, Skinny.
Kenny, you ain't gonna do nothing, shorty.
You ain't gonna do nothing besides talk about it. Talk about how you run a gang and stuff. That you're gonna get your gang members after me. I'm just fucking with you, man. I got a headache now. What do you drink the most of, though? I mean, what do you drink the most of?
I usually drink the Mike's Harder lemonade if I buy like the cans.
Okay.
Corona beer.
Okay.
Corona is pretty good.
Isn't that funny?
A bit, sometimes Heineken
MGD.
and MGD. On occasions, I don't drink it a whole lot. What's that Irish beer called? Guinness. I drink that on occasion.
Ew. That dark.
Wild Turkey, American Honey, Jim Beam, Jack.
You swallow Jack, do you?
Greatest man ever invented or ever came up. Jim Jackson. Okay.
Oh, I'll tell you some good tequila though.
What, jerk off?
Mezcal.
What?
If
Jerk
you
off.
find any mezcal, get it.
I need a letter.
How about jerk jack? Well, check out this penny I found. It's like fucking in half, bro. Look at this.
I'm robbing you. I'm robbing you.
Oh, I was going to tell you, man. Speaking of antique stuff, I found an old antique sword somebody's going to sell me.
Well, get it, bro. If it's real.
It's real. I talked the lady down. I had to get the cash up. It's $50.
Is it my birthday present?
No, that's the deal.
I suppose. But we have to go to St. Albans to get it.
Yeah, like you're gonna give that to her. She's
I'm
gonna
Charleston.
cut your dick off with it.
Might be able to talk to Louie. The lady said she'll hold it, but I sent you pictures of it. Did you see it? The sword?
You didn't send me pictures.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, look at your Facebook. Yeah, I sent you pictures of it before, Rich.
Facial book? That's for my new
I don't know what kind of sword it is. I guess it might be like Civil War or older.
Did you ask her?
She didn't even know what it was.
What?
That sword.
I haven't seen it.
It's older than crap, though.
Is it rusted and shit?
So I'm going to take a chance on it at $50 and get it.
Strong enough?
Yeah, it's all right. I like my moonshine, though.
Yeah, you ready? You ready to call it the night? Man, I got a headache.
Yeah, we can, brother.
All right, this is Richard Provost.
This is Mike McClure. Remember, toast for freedom. Never back down.
All right, man. Talk to you later.